How do I search? So I created a source type, right? Or I created an index. So let's say let's search for index access. Now here, one second. Here you can change the timing. So if you want to check for the when index x equals to access or the access the data from index equals to access for last 30 days, you can do it. You can search it for last 7 days, year to date, 1 year back, previous year, only today, all time. This is the best option, which is this is the default window. And the real time. So if you have any real time setup, like there is some other system that you are getting logs on real time. So you can check what did you receive in last 30 seconds. You can select this. It will tell you what did you receive in last 30 seconds. Okay. Now you need to understand this properly. This is called the search area. So you can fire your search query here. This is a search button, submit button. This is status. It will tell you the status, what it is doing. This highlighted blue thin line, this is the progress. You see, it is still going on here. You see the color is changing here in this area. It is still going on. It is still searching. Now it is completed. So it tells you 99,426 errors, 426 events. It has found out events. This number should match or should always match with this number. So keep in mind. And most of the time it should match with this number. This is the event area. On this right hand side, this is called event area. Left hand side, this is called field area. Yeah, go ahead.
What do you mean? Most time it will match.
For this one, so
Yeah.
the number of events, right? So it is the consolidated report. Consolidated report means it will tell you how many events it has found out. This is the just a summary, and this is the detail. After this, if you come to this tab, this area is the detail. So if the summary says 99,426, of course the detail should also tell you the same thing, right?
Mm.
Right. So I say in this file you have 5 lines. Of course, if you open the file, you should also see 5 lines, isn't it? So
Yeah.
that is what. So that's what I'm saying. So these two should always match. Um, this is the field area. This is the event area, and this is just a bar. This is a visualization. Don't worry about this. But you can select timestamp from here. If you do not have any idea about the time and the log details, you can just search for index equals to access. You can come here and search for the data. Okay. Now this is the job detail. Don't worry about this. I'll tell you later. Today I will cover this diagram and then I'll stop today because otherwise it will be heavy load for you guys. You see, it has found out the host names, which we already defined. It has found out the source name. We have the files, access log, access to log. Source is basically nothing but the file or the file path, right? The file name or the file fully qualified name. So fully qualified name is what is the file name here? So if I need to choose the fully qualified name, then it will be D from a Splunk samples access log, then slash access.log. That will be the fully qualified name. Okay. So this is the name and sorry, index, as you can see, it's access. Now I will stop on this thing here, and in the next class we'll go a little bit deeper. I want to finish up this diagram. Now that you have idea about the source type, you have idea about the source, you have idea about the host, you have idea about the index. So these are the 4 crucial things in Splunk. Now somebody tell me what you see on the screen, on the diagram, on this diagram, what do you see? Somebody tell me. Whatever. I mean, even if it is a funny part, still tell me. I know this picture looks funny, and I wanted to make this look funny because uh, this
Source
diagram,
type 1, source type 2.
source type 1, source type 2. Okay. What else?
Host and index.
Where do you
indexing
find holes?
indexing the data to the
Yeah, but you don't see index in the data. You don't see the host, right? So, because unless I tell you what the host is, you may not be knowing it. So, the reason I created this is first, these are two indexes. These blue circles, there are two different indexes, right?
Yeah.
Now, both I told you that both the indexes sometimes you keep the indexes separate, but they can also hold the same settings. Like, for example, suppose Ravi is checking data from Yashin's machine and from Kaushik's machine. Now, you want to create one index for Kaushik, one index for Yashin. Okay. So this index is for Kaushik, this index is for Yashin. Now both of Yashin and Kaushik have logs which are same type. So of course you will be reading them with the same settings, right? So if both of them have access logs, then you will be reading the access log with the same settings that for the access log, right? So that's why index 1 has source type 4. If you look at index 2, it also has source type 4. Index 1 has source type 3, index 2 also has source type 3. But index 1 has source type 1, but index 2 does not have it. Because you may or may not have the same settings to read the data. Because if the data type is the logs are of same type or the logs look same, then you need the same settings to read them. The source type is nothing but a setting, which means will end up having same source type for different indexes. Yeah, I'm repeating it, Roshi. So index you understood, right? So this is bucket. So what this bucket is for Kaushik, this bucket is for Yashin, and Ravi is getting data from Kaushik and Yashin. So if you're getting the data from different systems, you are very likely to create a separate index for each individual system. So one is for Kaushik, one is for Yashin. But now, if Kaushik and Yashin both have same log files, even then, for Ravi, even though those separate log files will go to different indexes, which is different folders, but they will be read using the same setting. Am I, is it correct? The data log files are different. Log files name, and suppose log file names are access underscore Kaushik and access underscore. These are the log files we're getting. But the log details are same. You have access log. You are getting access log from both Yashin and Kaushik. So the way you read the data will remain same. If HT4 or source type 4, if there is a name for the source type, then the settings will remain same. Correct? So settings will remain same. So even though you're putting them in a different indexes, source types will remain same. Clear? Hello, everyone. Okay. Kaushik, is clear?
yeah, it's clear. Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, okay. So, but it's not necessarily all the logs will be same. So that's why Kaushik may have some different log files, Yashin may have some different log files. So you need to read them out too. So that's why Yashins have ST4, ST6, but Kaushik has ST2, ST1, ST2, right? So they are not matching with each other here. Now these are the hosts and these are the source. So this particular point is source. This particular point is source, but this whole cylinder is the host. So that is a relationship. The reason I told you this is here you may see if you search for source type equals to